Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome to Books Fatigue. Today I want to talk about the books that I want to read in April and about my Genrethon TVR, which is a readathon that will happen during the month. However, let's just start with the first books that I want to get to and with the books that I have actually already read in April, as we're already a few days into the month. So the first book I wanted to read and have already finished is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Tor. Now, this book is about a girl who locks herself into her apartment because she's afraid that if she leaves it and has any contact with other humans, that she will kill them. So she only lives in her apartment and she also works there because she is a cam girl. And this was so interesting, it was so different from everything I've ever read, but I will totally tell you more in my April wrap-up. The next book I wanted to read and have by now read is Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan. I really love David Levithan. So this one is a really special book because it is told through the perspective of a generation of gay men in the United States, gay men who died from AIDS. And they are talking about that, and they are commenting on the current generation of teenage boys who are gay, and they are telling us about their life and they are commenting on it, and it's really unique, and I will also talk about it more in my April wrap-up, but I really liked it. Now the next book I have already started, and it is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is the sequel to A Darker Shade of Magic, so I won't be telling you too much about this one. So A Darker Shade of Magic is a YA fantasy novel that deals with magic, and there are alternative Londons, and our main character Cal, he can travel through these different dimensions, through these different worlds, and it's really awesome and really unique, and I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm looking forward to reading this one a lot. And I've already read around 90 pages and I adore it so far. The next book I want to read is one I want to read for my BookTube Recommends project, which I have somehow let slide a bit. It is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and it was recommended to me by Sarah from New Leaf Writer. I will also leave you the link to her profile as well as to my BookTube Recommends video down below. I have read 2 books for it so far, and this is gonna be my third one, although I should be at the 4th, so I'm 1 book behind. But the other 2 books that I read, they were both 5-star books for me, so it's going really well so far, and I'm super excited to read this one. It's a retelling actually of a Greek story that I haven't read, but it deals with Greek mythology and Greek heroes, and it also has LGBTQ+ themes, and I am super excited to get to it. Next book I want to read is Emotions by Arnulfo Cantorero, and I was sent this one for review and I really need to get to it. It is a sci-fi story about an alien / robot / cyborg, something like that, and I'm really excited to read it. I will be buddy reading it with my friend Tuba. I will also leave her Instagram account below, and I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go. And if I finish all these books and my Genrethon TBR, I would also like to get to another review copy, which is a German book called Mein bester letzter Sommer by Anne Freitag, and I'm really excited to read it. It sounds a bit like The Fault in Our Stars. The title translates to My Best Last Summer. So it's about this girl who knows that she's gonna die because she has some kind of severe disease, and she is spending her best summer ever with this boy who she falls in love with, and they're just gonna have a really good time and not think about what's gonna happen in the future. And I'm hoping for a really good, sad and beautiful read, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Another book I want to read is actually for a buddy read that I will be hosting with some other friends over at our Instagram account, Bookworms Around the World, where we try to host monthly read-alongs. And for this month it's gonna be Rebel of the Sands by Alvin Hamilton, and I'm super excited for us to read this. It's a story about a badass female protagonist who lives in an Arabian country, and I think that she's trying to run away from her hometown where she is oppressed and where there is an evil ruler, and I've heard that it actually has some kind of Western elements, so that sounds super cool and has me very intrigued, and I really want to read this book. So now on to Genrethon. Genrethon is a readathon that is going to run from the 10th till the 17th of April this year, and it's run by 4 amazing booktubers: Joce from Scribbles Reads, Brittany from Under the Radar Book, Lauren from Lauren the Books, and Kristen from Vienna Waits Books. And I will leave all the information down below, but I'm really excited. And the premise of the Genrethon is basically to read books from different genres. So you should read at least 3 books from 3 different genres, but you can also read more. As I will not have that much time, I will try to read 3 books, which will already be a big accomplishment for me, but I think that Genrethon is just really great to step out of your comfort zone. So the first book that I really want to read is The Night Circuit by Ergen Morgenstern, and this is a magical realism book. I don't know too much about it other than that there's circuits in it and that I'm really excited to read it. And what's really cool is that I will actually be buddy reading this with one of the hosts, with Joce, and I'm super excited to read it and to discuss everything with her. So the second book that I want to read is one that I have already mentioned before, but I think that I will read and finish it during the week of the readathon because we're almost there already, and yeah, I don't have that much time to finish the book before the readathon starts, and that is A Gathering of Shadows by V. Schwab. This counts for the genre of YA and fantasy, so yeah, this is gonna be my second book for the readathon. And now we have the last book that I want to read for Genrethon. The third genre is memoir, and I want to read Binge by Tyler Oakley. I've got this one for Christmas. I've been wanting to read it for so long, and I really want to take the Genrethon as an excuse to read this book, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to read it. I absolutely adore Tyler Oakley, and this is a memoir about his life, so it's gonna be amazing. Alright guys, that was it for this video. I hope you like it. Please let me know what you want to read in April, and if you are participating in Genrethon, please let me know. Leave me a link to your TBR or something and I will totally check it out. I'm so excited for this readathon, and I'm excited to read all these books. I know I'm probably being over-ambitious, but I don't care. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. So goodbye!